MCQ series for Achievers MCQ series for BFM, and today's topic is objective questions on credit policy. Mainly we'll be dealing with quantitative measures. Quantitative means CRR, SLR, right? That one. Today and tomorrow also. So let's start. Watch the video till the end. Why? Because this is an important topic. Quantitative measures are very important from the maintenance of SLR and this inflation control, basically from the perspective of RBI. Okay. Firstly, download Adda 24/7 app in your mobile. In this app, you will be getting all the premium study material, current affairs, job alerts, daily quizzes, live classes, ebooks, plus tests. So you can get whatever you require for JAIIB and CAIIB on this app itself. Also, subscribe to Officers Adda 24/7 YouTube channel. In this channel, you will be getting all the updates for JAIIB, CAIIB and various banking exams, and also you will be getting the YouTube series which are freely available. So whatever is free, grab it fast. Presently the offer is going on for 80% off on all the batches of JAIIB and CAIIB. Join these batches ASAP, because we are covering all the 4 topics and also all the important numericals, objective questions, theories, whatever is required. Okay, use the code Y432. More on this later. Yesterday I had given you an homework. That homework was, what is OMO? What is open market operation? That was the question asked. Okay, so what were the answers? Outright purchase or sale see this, purchase or sale of government securities by Reserve Bank, number 1. Number 2 was outright sale of government securities by Reserve Bank. Third one, outright purchase of government securities by Reserve Bank. And last one was none of the above. So what was the correct option? Many of you have answered it correctly, but today those who are watching, just give me the correct answer now. Is it A, purchase or sale both? B, only sale? C, only purchase? Or D, none of the above? Purchase or sale of government securities. So what is the correct answer, everyone? See here, understand one important part. OMO is performed by RBI on a regular basis. Okay, means whenever RBI wants the liquidity to be increased, okay, it will purchase the government securities and give money to the banks. Whenever RBI wants the liquidity to be decreased, okay, it will sell the government securities and buy the get the money from the bank, so that liquidity in the banking system gets limited in that case. So depending on the inflation level and the growth perspective, RBI decides. So what is the correct answer now? I have given enough hint over here. So the correct answer is outright purchase or sale of government securities. This is OMO. Always remember this. Outright purchase or sale of government securities by Reserve Bank. This is OMO. Okay. Chalo, next one. What is the maximum and minimum ceiling of CRR imposed by RBI on banks? Now this is important. Let me mark this A, B, C, D. A, B, C and D. Okay. So which is the correct answer? What is the maximum and minimum ceiling of CRR imposed by RBI? Minimum is 3%, maximum is 20%. Option B, minimum is 4%, maximum is 20%. Option C, minimum is 4%, maximum is 15%. Option D, since 2006, there is no minimum or maximum level of CRR. What can be the option? What is the present CRR? Type fast in the comment section. What is the present CRR going on? Yeah, fast. What is the present CRR? Right? Yeah, correct. Everyone is typing this. Yeah, 3.5. Yeah. So what is the limit? The limit is 3%, 4%, 4% minimum, or no? What should be the correct answer? What do you think? Firstly, what is CRR? Everyone. Cash reserve ratio, right? I'll write it. One sec. Cash reserve, okay? Reserve ratio, okay? That is basically CRR, cash reserve ratio, okay? What is cash reserve ratio? It is the amount of NDTL which is to be kept by the banks separately with RBI, okay? Amount of NDTL means what? Net demand and time liabilities. So what is the maximum and minimum limit now? Yeah, No, many of you are answering 4%. No, nothing. Its answer is D. Since 2006, there is no minimum or maximum level of CRR. No minimum. CRR can be 100% also, CRR can be 0% also, depending on the situation. Okay. When there was, I'll ask you one question. When there was that Notebandi, right? We call it Notebandi in 2016, right? So for those 3 months, 2016, those 3 months, okay, what was the CRR of kept by RBI? Those 3 months only. During those 3 months, that was in November, December, October, November, December, or those 2 months roughly, yeah. What was the CRR kept by RBI? Does anyone know? What was the CRR at that time? This will give you the answer for this question also. The CRR at that time was, everyone, 104%. Okay, 4% was regular, and this 100% of this was this 100 part. This was from those notes which were deposited in the bank. The cash which was deposited, clear cash. That cash was to be strictly, completely and strictly deposited with RBI by the banks. None of this amount was to be given as loan, the cash which was deposited. Okay, and this 4% was the regular one at that time. So 4% regular and 100% was for the cash deposited. Okay, so that's why I said that this will answer your question. There is no minimum or maximum limit level of CRR. That's why the RBI could keep it as 104% at that time. Okay, which among the following is or are included in the NDTL of the bank? Means just now I told you CRR includes what? NDTL. But what is included in that NDTL? NDTL means what? Net, demand and time liabilities. Remember, demand and time. Demand liabilities means what? Okay, that is the actual question. Now let's look at it. A. Current account, saving account deposits. B. FD, fixed deposits, cash certificates. C. Interest accrued on deposits and unpaid dividends. D. Paid up capital, reserves, any credit balance in the profit P&L account of the bank. So select the correct answer from the following. So out of these A, B, C, D, select the correct answers. Look at this. Option number 1 is only A and B. Only A and B means what? Current account, saving account and FD. Option number 2 is A, B and C. Means current, saving, FD, interest accrued on deposits and unpaid dividend. This is option number 2. Option number 3 is what? B, C and D. FD, interest on deposits and unpaid dividends and paid up capital and etc. B, C and D. And fourth is all are correct. Means all of the 4 are correct. Means all are included in NDTL. Okay. Let me ask you the question. NDTL, net demand and time liabilities, okay? Is paid up capital a liability of mine? Or if it's a even if it's a liability, yes, it's a liability. So paid up capital, liability. But liability towards whom? It's a liability towards owner, okay? Owner or the shareholders. Reserves, is reserves a liability? Yeah, towards the shareholder part, towards the owner, right? But what is the business of banking? Only that is included in NDTL. Always remember, the one which is the business of bank. So what is the business of bank? Is current account and saving account a business of bank? Liability part? Yes, it is. Is fixed deposit a liability business of the bank? Yes, it is. Interest accrued on deposits means whatever, suppose if I am having some FD, okay, and the interest accrued means what? Suppose if I am the bank, let's say, and there is a customer who has an FD, that interest is accrued, but he has not given the transfer instructions. Means I can transfer that interest to his whichever account that customer wants. So that is accrued but not given. So interest accrued means that the interest which is to be given but not given on deposits and unpaid dividend, the dividend which is not paid. So this is also a business of the bank, remember. So C is also the part. But paid up capital is not a part of NDTL. Okay, so the correct answer is second, A, B and C. Only A, B and C. Got it everyone? Because remember, paid up capital, reserves, any credit balance in the P&L account, that form the part of tier 1. Remember, tier 1 capital, T1. Okay, I've explained this T1, T2 and T3 earlier also, right? Tier 1 capital is a free capital. Tier 2 capital is a paid capital, means interest is to be paid on that tier 2 capital. That is, tier 2 is basically the loan taken by the banks. Okay, and tier 3 is the emergency capital. But though all these three capital do not form the part of this NDTL. Okay, NDTL is different. That is the business of the bank. Understand this. Say this. The one is business of the bank. Business. What business do they do? Okay, and second is what? Second is the profit and basically P&L, profit and the profit structure, I'll call it P&L structure and a capital structure. Okay, so these two things are totally different. Okay, so that's why NDTL will form a part of this business of the bank, and that is included. Next one. Before going ahead, see this. The new batch which has already started just now on January 23rd, join it ASAP. 80% off is going on the batch. Use the code Y432. Okay, in this batch we will be covering all the numericals, objective questions, theory, whatever is required for the banks, for the exam. Okay, so join it ASAP, and I'll show you how to use the code later. Okay, what is the maximum and maximum ceiling of SLR imposed by RBI on the bank? So what is the SLR ceiling? A, 40% of the NDTL. Okay, B, 35% of the NDTL. C, 30%, and D is 25%. So what is the maximum limit? We want maximum. SLR can be, CRR is what? There is no maximum limit, right, for CRR. So SLR can be what? SLR can, RBI has given limits for SLR. Maximum is, does anyone know? What is the maximum limit? Type fast. A, B, C or D? Everyone. Yes. It is 40%. A is the right answer. 40% is the maximum limit which is imposed by RBI on SLR. CRR no limit. SLR 40%. Always keep this in your mind. Okay. Which among the following assets is or are eligible for SLR? Now what is included in SLR? We saw just now for the CRR earlier. Now what is included in SLR? Paid up capital of the banks, cash, gold, eligible government securities. Now select the correct answer from the following options. So only A and C, that is option number 1 I'll give you. Okay, only C and D, option number 2, B, C and D, option number 3, and D, 4th is all are correct. So what do you think should be the correct answer? What can I include in SLR? Here, assets are eligible. Here, it's not asking whether NDTL, what deposits are included, FD, saving. This is not the part. Here, one important part you remember, CRR and SLR both. SLR both are on NDTL. Both. Okay, both are on NDTL. Net demand and time liabilities means both have to be calculated on the basis of saving, current, FD, and that unpaid dividends, etc. Okay, but the question over here is different. Question is, what is how can I keep my SLR? I can keep my SLR via paid up capital of the banks, or cash, or gold, or eligible government securities. So what can be the answer in this? Remember, this question is not about NDTL. This question is how to keep SLR. Okay, I'll write it in simple language. How to keep SLR. Okay, that's a simple question. How to keep SLR. So can I keep SLR via cash? Can I keep SLR via gold? Can I keep SLR via government securities? So the correct answer is simple one. Third, B, C and D. Okay, I can keep SLR via cash, gold and eligible government securities. Paid up capital is not a part of the method of keeping SLR. Paid up is basically tier 1. Okay, now one for your homework. Which among the following institutions have to maintain SLR? So who has to maintain SLR? Number 1, scheduled commercial banks. Number 2, primary agricultural cooperative societies at village level. C. Urban cooperative banks. D. State and central cooperative banks. So the options are only A, B and C. Means what? Scheduled commercial, primary cooperative societies and urban cooperatives. Second option A, C and D. Scheduled commercial banks, urban cooperatives and state and central cooperatives. Third one A and D. Scheduled commercial and state and urban cooperatives, state and central cooperatives, and last one is all are correct. So this is specifically about the cooperative banking, because everyone knows about the commercial banks, right? So mainly about the cooperative banking only. Now you search it and you'll get the answer. Okay, I'll be giving you the answer tomorrow. Before going, I was talking about this batch, right? Use the code Y432. I'll show you how to use it. Okay, let's go to Adda 24/7 live. Okay, hold on. Say this. Now you are on Adda 24/7 live. Okay. Click on go to the front page. Okay. Click on JAIIB and CAIIB. You'll see this JAIIB, CAIIB Mahapack, CAIIB Mahapack, CAIIB 23. Click on CAIIB 23. Once you clicked on this, now look at the batches. See this, February 10th. I was talking about the Jan 23rd batch. This is a new batch coming up for February 10th. Okay. Everyone should join this batch ASAP. Why? Because in this batch we will be covering all the numericals, objective questions, theory questions, everything. Okay, whatever is required for JAIIB and for CAIIB basically. Okay. Now, what all are the details? You can go through the details over here. Means what? Ebooks are available. Then 24/7 live classes are available. 2-way interactive classes. Okay, 24/7 recorded videos are available. Now understand this, if you miss out on any class someday, you can definitely get back the recorded videos. So that's why you don't miss out because of your banking pressure. 2-way interactive classes means what? You can ask the questions anytime there and then itself and get it clarified. Okay, ebooks are available, and remember the teachers over here are trustworthy, and we have done the teaching for CAIIB since almost more than 25 to 30 batches. Okay, so that's why you can definitely bank on us. Okay, now click on this. What about the fees? See this 23,999. Click on view offers. Put the code Y432. Never forget this code Y432. Click on apply. Now look at this, 23,999 reduces to 4,799. My God, such a huge discount, 80% off, right? Go for it immediately. There is also one more option. That option is go for Mahapack. In Mahapack, what happens? You get multiple batches. Means what? Let me show you. Say this. Click on the front page again. Go to JAIIB, CAIIB, Mahapack. Click on Mahapack. Now look at this Mahapack. There are 2 to 3 Mahapacks you will be seeing. Click on CAIIB ka Mahapack. Okay. Now presently double validity is going on. Now what are the details of the Mahapack? You will get 15 plus batches for CAIIB. 15 plus batches means, look at this, 15 plus batches for all the 4 subjects, ABM, BFM, ABFM and BRBL. Then 15 plus full length mock tests. Okay. Then lecture wise videos, PDFs are available. So ebooks are available. Recorded videos are available for each and every batch. So go for it immediately. Okay. Now let's come to the fees part again. 35,996. Click on view offers. Check what the offers are going on. Put the code Y432. As I told you, 80% off is going on right now. See this. 35,996 reduces to 7,199 and 80% off means such a huge discount you are getting, and validity is 12 months. 7,199 and you are getting 15 batches in 7,199. 15 plus batches. Okay, so go for it, grab it immediately. Why? Because the portion for CAIIB is, if you don't know, it's changed. Okay, new syllabus has come in for CAIIB. In that syllabus, you'll see all the, see this, 4 compulsory subjects: ABM, BFM, ABFM and BRBL. Then you are having the electives of rural, HR, IT, central banking and trade. There is no retail elective. Negative marking has been removed now, so that is good sign for you. But these 2 subjects are new, ABFM and BRBL. That's why you will be needing a guide, a mentor. Join this ASAP. Okay, I'll be back tomorrow with another series.